desk. We got the big three in North America, all undefeated right now, and one of those goes away right now. One of them gets their first loss in this series. Will it be G2? Will it be NRG? Cloud9 safe for the day. The other two, they gotta play.
Yeah, it's going to be a very big game with huge implications for both of these two teams moving on forward and through the RLCS. Whoever it wins this match, basically guaranteeing themselves a spot in the top two for the rest of the season.
And we got some players here that have been on fire today. Up before the last match when we saw Cloud9 just blow their stats sky high. Garrett G was in the top 5 of all stats on the day. And then Rizzo rocketing up there with 1.3 goals per game, showing it off. Earlier, we'll see which one's able to bring the fire here. And just off the bat, JNAP's careening down the middle, and it's Justin who's got the save. Fireburner now with the counterattack. Kronovi sending it away. G2 in the blue, NRG in the orange. Our best of 5, first to 3 wins gets to stay perfect here in the RLCS. JNAP's in the corner. Fireburner getting it past him. Now Justin with pressure. Rizzo's got a block, but Garrett G barreling down, and Kronovi just deflects it onto the side. Now the counterattack from G2. Rizzo to JNAPs. So Kronovi pressuring as well. Watching for the read. He's airborne and puts it back into the corner. JNAPs now. Watching for contact and looking for Rizzo. Garrett G will fall back. Passes it back down. Kronovi with a miss. It'll go off the post and in. NRG gonna score on the defensive mistake.
Yeah, and this is not the way you want to start any series off. A good touch-up from Garrett, but Kronovi just a little bit too slow.
He was trying to get in there, but Garrett G sending it quickly. Once the NRG score first, how does G2 respond? Kronovi now up, win the 50-50. Looking for a second touch. JNAPs picking up back boost. Kronovi back in the goal. Rizzo out and now flying back. Move up on this ball while Kronovi rotates. Fireburner falling back. JNAPs airborne onto the backboard. Garrett G over to the side. Kronovi looking for the pass. Rizzo up. Is he above Fireburner? Will actually go back out. Fireburner's touch. But Garrett G's touch will play behind Justin. Buy some time for G2. JNAPs now up. Rizzo onto the backboard. Justin to play it back out to midfield, and Kronovi's there, and Fireburner over to the corner. He's got Garrett G moving up across midfield. Hoping for a read here. JNAPs and Rizzo, or Kronovi rather, with a double commitment there in midfield. Now Justin back towards the goal. Rizzo to the side. Solid defense on both sides. Nobody getting too aggressive just yet. Both sides. So they're playing, looking for defensive mistakes.
Yeah, it's definitely a feeler moment right now for both of these two teams, just waiting to catch some tendencies, some mistakes, any clue to begin that attack.
Garrett G got it over the top of JNAPs. Kronovi hold on to ball control, gets 3 touches in a row, but the third one will just drop it straight down, and Fireburner has a read. JNAPs now out to midfield, but NRG, plenty of midfield presence. Garrett G lurking at midfield. He's looking to clean up after Justin if he missed. Rizzo now. Back across, Fireburner over the top of Kronovi. JNAP's now in. Back and forth. Justin, Garrett a bit tangled up in the net, but no pressure from G2. So NRG again. Able to pick up some ball control. Kronovi back across midfield. It's been this midfield stalemate over towards Kronovi. Now into the loft in the middle. Rizzo's airborne, can look for the net. Going to need a second touch here to make this happen, and Garrett G steals it away before anything else can happen. Back to midfield here with 1:50 left to go. JNAP's up for the shot, and it goes off the crossbar and off of Garrett G. Rizzo puts it back to the box. A crowd here from G2 as they're all up and aggressive in the orange half. Kronovi does fall back. The touch from Fireburner gets it past him, and now Garrett G moving down, and Rizzo will challenge at midfield. We're back to the stalemate again with 1:30 left to go.
Right, we talked about this middle of the field, and it is proving so important for both teams. They are fighting to control this midfield. Almost every attack that we've seen so far this game, that's where it's starting.
Kronovi falling back. JNAPs will call him off. Plays him in the corner now. Kronovi try to find Rizzo. Garrett G get it up as the shot kind of went towards his net. Now Fireburner towards the goal again. JNAPs is there. Kronovi rotates in behind. JNAPs will be looking for Rizzo. He's looking for goalies. Over the top of 2, Kronovi now airborne. Into the corner. Final minute of game 1. The only goal that's gone in. Garrett G off of Kronovi's defensive mistake, and now another one, top corner, Garrett G from the midfield. Fireburner helps him out, and it's 2-0 NRG.
Yeah, this is a great play here for Garrett G. Actually, no member on G2 here has any boost to impact the play. So the fact that we see him bounce that right off of the close wall and then immediately turn left, he beats the defender, takes a fast shot, and no one has boost to challenge him.
Quick counterattacks, is no methodic movement of pressure has made any goal happen on either side of the ball this game. It's just been these counterattacks, and Garrett continues to have a great day.
Yeah, it's really important to consider the fact that when teams do get into these stalemates, they're still also fighting for boost control in the match. Just because no one's controlling the ball that well.
Oh, Garrett, block in the middle. Jabs demolished, but now NRG now with a counterattack. Garrett to drop it back to Fireburner, and he'll put it home. 3-0 for NRG.
Oh, Garrett. Oh, look at this pass.
Oh, so beautiful. Oh. And the thing, like, his angle puts it back in instead of going to go out. And also, because he hits it with the bottom side of his car.
It's so soft, trapped right in front of the goal for Fireburner. Talk about serving it up on a plate.
Beautiful placement there. And with 20 seconds left, G2 not looking in a great spot here in game number 1. Any goal would just be a nice morale booster again. We've been talking about that last series. Now G2 finds themselves in the position of being shut out in game number 1. But a veteran roster, a roster very accustomed to losing. They know how to deal with that probably better than any other team in North America here. As the clock expires, it will be NRG with game number 1. G2 needs to find a change to make for game 2.
Yeah, that's a great point to make, them being experienced with losing, because you know what? I don't think G2 is really very worried at all here. Like, it was a huge feeler game. I mean, almost every goal that happened, very few team plays, if any.
Well, here with 10 shots from NRG, 4 from Garrett. He scored 2 goals and got an assist. No saves here in this game. And 3, a savior medal for Kronovi. So they struggle to get any sort of offense going here. And the thing we've seen from G2, and we heard them talking about, we heard Kronovi talking about this week about playing the rotation, playing the role his team needs, not going for flashy plays and just being that solid anchor on the back line. We saw that in the first match. JNaps and Rizzo enabled to go for crazy things, enabled to just be the offensive monsters we know they can be. Not seeing any of that here in this match, at least in game number 1 against NRG.
Well, I think actually for the first couple minutes or so, we saw most of the players there on G2, just in the field in general, really opting to control the ball and not the boost. We didn't see them take almost any risks. Just, again, the first 3 minutes, all these two teams focusing on just finding any faults with the other team. And I think also getting a little bit of confidence for themselves. I think that match was important. They got it out of the way. They're getting started. I think now, at this point, what does G2 do? The important thing for G2 here, really, is to start playing more aggressive. I think NRG, pound for pound, Justin, Garrett, Fireburner, these guys are some of the best 1v1ers and just most creative players in the game. I think they need to not let them have so much creativity and time on the ball.
We'll see what G2 is able to adjust here moving to game number 2. Started with a light offensive pressure. Rizzo with a brilliant pass to JNaps. It's immediately taken away by Fireburner. Justin will miss in the air. Garrett will miss as well. That's 2 misses here, but NRG, Fireburner, he's such a clutch player. That touch there to put it back into G2's corner immediately eliminates the possibility of a counterattack on a completely boostless retreating defense. Right. G2, again, having to go back to the drawing board here on offense. Fireburner up, past 1, dropping back down, and the pressure starting to mount from NRG. Cleared well by Kronovi. JNaps up. JNaps with a green and pink storm watch. I'm not sure I agree with the decision, but I'm proud of him for going for it. Fireburner back towards Garrett G. The shot, the infield pass will find it. Beautiful placement, and NRG continues their scoring streak.
Yeah, this is, again, just Fireburner rotating back here, putting that ball into open space and actually positioning it really awkwardly there for Kronovi and JNaps. Again, just kind of wondering what exactly was the defense doing there? That counterattack just so quick.
Well, the infield pass, though, once Garrett had ball control, it was just the goalies were just praying they jumped in the right direction because he's got the whole net to shoot at. And then NRG continues to score. 3:50 left to go. We'll see Justin. Great touch across the midfield. Come on, JNaps. Find Kronovi. Up onto the backboard, dropping back down. G2 gonna take a shot, but it's wide. Kronovi couldn't find the goal, and now Rizzo over to the side. It looks to keep this pressure on. See if he can get a pass down to JNaps. It's there, but it's blocked by Garrett G, and another block. They're not quite out of the woods, but the offensive rotation from G2 is spaced so far out. They'll be able to get it back out to midfield. What defense from NRG?
Yeah, I think they actually ended up getting a little bit lucky there on that first challenge. Rizzo had a really wonderful pass there, just a little bit delayed, but honestly, Wavepunk, he should just never have that much space to be able to make that pass. It was such a slow play there. NRG giving G2 a lot of room.
JNaps on the crossbar, double commit there for the offense. This could be an opportunity for G2. Rizzo's touch, doesn't have anyone to pass to, and he just played it back to NRG. This one coming back down into scary plays. Fireburner gonna take a shot. JNaps, what a save on the goal line. He fell back down, had to make 2 saves in a row by himself. Now G2, see if they can make a play the other direction. JNaps' touch actually took away power from Kronovi, so NRG is able to play that one away. With 2:40 left to go. See G2 still looking for their first goal in this series. Right here at halftime.
You know, we saw in their first game, they went for a premeditated bump demo play on the goalie, and I haven't seen them go for another one since. But the G2 was actually doing a great job of it, and we saw NRG struggle with it. The defenders weren't seeing it coming, but we just haven't seen it yet.
Fireburner now up, passing back down towards Garrett G. JNaps into the corner, it's the waterfall, but Garrett's there. No follow-up from G2 again. Kronovi now airborne, can he sneak it under? He can! Finally, G2's on the board, and they equalize game 2.
Yeah, it was just this relentless pressure here. That touch from Rizzo is so difficult to get, especially he's on the right side of that ball there. He uses his back flip to not only bring that ball straight up into the ceiling and back down quickly for a teammate, but he prevents the clear. Those challenges sometimes are so risky.
NRG's unanswered streak will end at 4. Now we will see them have to find a way to get the lead back. G2 is equalized here on offense. Garrett G pass 2. JNaps makes a save, uses his cross, uses his post to his advantage. Fireburner pass 1. Go over to the side. It's JNaps. Justin off the wall again. JNaps lurking, watching. Stolen by Fireburner. Now Rizzo. Has Fireburner as well. Plays it into the corner. 1:27 left on the clock. Anyone's ball game here in game 2. The infield pass broken up by NRG. Garrett looking for the read, but JNaps waits him out. Gets it past Fireburner as well. It's just Justin in the back. He gets all of it. Back down the field. Garrett and Fireburner both up on offense. And Justin again in a situation where he has to bail out his teammates. Will do so well, buy some time, and now Fireburner sitting in net. Most dangerous place for him to be. So difficult to get the ball past him and Garrett. Justin. 1 minute remaining, passing to Garrett. We saw him pull off this play earlier. He does it again here. Brilliant infield passes.
This is literally just 3 touches to a goal right here, and from such distance here. I don't think G2 needed to challenge that. I'm not sure if I agree with that decision. Coming out from such a long distance, while it's might be a tough shot to say it was a lot of power, you're just going to stand a better chance there in net.
That's the 3rd beautiful midfield redirect I've seen Garrett land today. The 2nd in this game. It's the infield passes, really benefiting NRG. Now they've got the lead back, 40 seconds remaining. Can G2 respond? The pass up to JNaps. Rizzo moves up, create more pressure. Kronovi lurking in the midfield, looking for an opportunity to move in. Here he comes. Garrett G will win the touch. Justin now picking it up, adding pace to it. Saw Garrett looking for bumps. Justin will actually find it on JNaps. Fireburner pass 1. Rizzo takes it away from Kronovi, now moving in, crashing in on the ball. 18 seconds remaining. They've got the ball where they need it. Pass into the middle. Rizzo will try to take a shot, but defended well. That was 2 defenders. Now Justin has to hold on to this. JNaps takes it away from him, and Rizzo's back airborne. Fireburner beats into the ball with 8 seconds remaining. G2 has to play this down the field quickly, and Garrett will get it past him. He'll just kill this one over here. They'll just keep taking shots, and they have to get the full court carry. Rizzo out to midfield. He's got to pass Fireburner. JNaps into the middle. Kronovi's not in a great position to take the shot, though, and NRG will slam it to the ground, taking game 2, and now 1 away from getting the win.
Yeah, putting themselves on match point. G2. Or not G2, excuse me, NRG.
Yes, they both have G in the name.
Yeah, it gets confusing. But really, NRG playing, this is like the ideal game, I think, here for NRG. Just really controlling that match so well.
G2, they have not brought out these. They've had a few good offensive plays. It's felt like just a standard reactive siege sort of play where they're just, let's just hit the ball into the corners, let's just see what their defense does, and then we'll recover from it. I don't see the sort of intentional passing plays that I would want to see from them, and definitely not the sort of passing plays we're seeing from NRG, where they're finding the midfield, they're finding Garrett G in the midfield and just letting him take shots straight at the net, and he's not missing right now. It's been absurd to watch. Well, he was 2 out of 5 shots, so he did miss a few, but maybe those were just saved.
Well, I think maybe there's a little bit of a lack of confidence there, because initially we did see a lot more challenging happening. We saw in the beginning of the game, they started off very aggressive. Almost every touch they're coming from NRG, they were like, you know what, we're not letting you get that for free. And I thought it started to work out well for G2. That's how they got their first goal. It was just by being over aggressive, being able to punish that midfield play from NRG.
Well, we'll see how they're able to respond here moving into Game 3. We've had a few sweeps on the day, and NRG is poised to make another one here. And what is supposed to be a clash with the Titans has been all NRG so far, and they could improve to 5-0 in the RLCS if they were to take the win in this game right here. G2 would drop to 2-1.
Right, again, yeah, the implications for this match, G2, they need to wake up.
Yeah, NRG, starting out 5-0, you essentially be securing a spot in the top 2. Something that they have been so good at season after season. We've had 4 seasons of the RLCS. 3 times the North American champions has been NRG eSports. I'll be back in this corner. We've seen G2 beginning to pull out the demolition game. We've seen benefit them a number of times. Glad to see their backs against the wall. They return to some physical play. JNAPS past 1. Justin with a fake of Rizzo, and then past Kronovi. Can he get Rizzo one more time? No, Rizzo will flip it to the corner. A close one there, but Justin will have to try again. We'll stay scoreless here in the first minute.
That first demo just adding so much pressure to that play. What went from a successful 1v1 suddenly into a goal-scoring opportunity.
He tried again, but again, the defense of G2 was there. 3:52 on the clock, still scoreless. Garrett G over to the side. Justin now in the middle. Garrett G with a redirect off the wall. Pass to himself, but saved by JNAPS. G2, they start off with some physical play, but now the ball has been spending so much time in the back half of their field, all around and up and in their box. They finally break it out to midfield, and Kronovi with a good win will actually get an offensive opportunity going for G2. It's the small pass to Rizzo. It misses, though, and now Justin will take his time, not pass the ball straight to JNAPS, who was looking for the shot. Now NRG back to where they were. A pass from JNAPS to Kronovi. Shot towards net. Justin will make the save. He gets a second touch as well. Break back out into the blue. 3:05 left on the clock. Both these teams still looking for their first goal in Game 3. Also pass 2. He's got Kronovi in the midfield. Takes a shot straight downtown, and Fireburner will miss. Kronovi with the shot. G2's got the lead.
I like seeing Kronovi take this shot here, keeping NRG honest here. Fireburner's coming in so aggressively there, and at the very last second, right before Kronovi turns into this shot, Fireburner turns sideways here, like easing off of his angle. Yep. But it was just too little too late, so Kronovi taking that fast shot, punishing Fireburner in no man's land.
Infield pass again, comes to strike, and this time it benefits G2. Roach in halftime, they've got the lead here. Game number 3, they need this win. Keep playing. NRG with so much ball control. Ball spending a great deal of time in the blue. Justin with a fake of 1. He's been going for these fakes so much, and Garrett G will benefit from it. They are able to confuse the defense with the pass from Fireburner. Just look at that start from Justin.
Yeah, he's backwards as well, which means he's going to get a very good 50-50 on that ball. And Kronovi and Rizzo, they're both trying to just cover as much as they can. And Kronovi actually bumped Rizzo out of the net there.
Oh my goodness, and just like that, NRG is equalized. The pressure continues. Just coming off the wall, looking for the pass to JNAPS. Justin is looking for a block. Look at a lot of momentum on the ball. Now Fireburner looking to pass to himself off the wall, gets it in front of the box. No shooter immediate there for NRG. NRG, they're doing such a great job winning these challenges, getting the ball to each other, making sure they have at least one shot on net per offensive push. G2 having to play so much defense, already 4 saves on the board.
Well, you saw that touch there from Garrett, that interference play right on just this whole play stemming from Garrett G's interference play on that left corner of the field, not over here. We just saw him go up right away to challenge one of the clears, and after that challenge, suddenly all of G2 is stuck in their own half with little to no boost, and we haven't seen them reciprocate that on the other side. We haven't seen them try and limit NRG into their side of the field.
And NRG just like that. They've got the lead. If they hold on to this one, a 3-0 sweep of G2, and that shot, Garrett will flip it in just to add some more pace. Look at this mid-air contention. This Justin versus JNaps to send it back to Garrett.
Right, and honestly, that's the importance of contesting the balls. Even if you don't necessarily get the touch that you want, sometimes it just works out in your favor.
Yeah.
You know, you're not letting them clear the ball. That's the important part. Everything that comes out after, that's just a plus. There,
JNaps and Kronovi with no pressure, double committing in an aerial in midfield. It's not the sort of last-ditch effort I want to see from G2. You want to know that they're still calm and collected. Rizzo gets demolished. It means JNaps and Kronovi can be aggressive for a moment. When they've got Rizzo on the back line. Kronovi down to the corner, just gets it past. Garrett will play it past Rizzo. Now looking for a pass here towards Justin. Rizzo gets it away. Fireburner up onto the backboard. No backboard defense from G2.
And that's just the fourth fake I've seen here coming from NRG that's been successful this game alone.
They've really been pulling out the mind games heavily. NRG over the corner. Down by 2. G2 needing to find the back of NRG's net quickly. Rizzo trying to get it past Justin. He'll fall back, allow Fireburner to move up. Roll past Kronovi. Nobody in net as JNaps will rotating quickly. It's over the side. Garrett will grab the midfield boost and rotate back. Justin with a loft now. Kronovi and Fireburner. Who gets there first? It'll be Fireburner back out to midfield. JNaps looks for the pass to Rizzo. Lofts it back towards JNaps. Justin with an interception. Fireburner helps him out. Rizzo over the top of one. This one coming back down. Kronovi could possibly find the shot, and he does. Brilliant team play from G2. They're only down by 1.
This is such a tight angle here. I didn't think it was possible. That pass from Rizzo. Look at this angle from Kronovi. Oh, he has to get all the way to the left side of that ball because Garrett G is fully in that ball's direction. He gets all the way to the side, just pushes it even further.
And a game of millimeters. Garrett G's right there, breathing down Kronovi's neck, saying, I dare you to miss this shot, because he knew he had just barely missed the save. Holy cow, with 12 seconds left. G2 down by 1. Ball control in enemy territory. Rizzo will move up. He should be able to get this one first. Flicks it towards Kronovi. Over towards JNaps. Back to the other side. Can Rizzo keep this one alive? Clock has hit 0. Can't touch the ground again as Kronovi puts it in. Fireburner to play it away. JNaps has to keep this one alive. Back to Rizzo, but the interception from Justin. JNaps will take another shot, and Garrett G on the wall. Back into the ground. NRG. It was close down to the end, but they'll get the 3-0 sweep.